They say life is a highway, but I say life is a river. So the second question I get asked the most is, how does Magu work? And I wanted to illustrate it here with this river and irrigation system. You know how life has its natural flow of stress? And most of us have developed ways to help deal with this stress. Things like working out, talking to a friend, going for a walk. Just like this river here, there's a flow in and a flow out. And when things are going well, it's a steady state flow. Just like stress hormones and cortisol. When stress comes in and we have healthy ways to deal with it, it flows out and everything stays steady state. And handling our stress is kind of like this irrigation system on this river stream. When the water stays consistent and the gates are open, everything flows through well and the system stays in balance. But sometimes life brings a storm, and just like a storm bringing more water, life sometimes brings more stress, a loss in the family, work pressures, or even old memories coming back up. All of it can increase the flow of stress. And just like the water flooding, the stress hormones and cortisol can flood in your body. And if we're honest, when life gets tough, stress can build up just like the water in a stream. And in these tough times, it can be hard to lean into our good habits that relieve the stress. Sometimes we just push through, and instead of opening more gates, we end up closing off. Maybe skipping workouts, stress eating, or indulging in old vices. And before you know it, the water level starts to rise and it overflows. That's when our burnout hits, anxiety spikes, and our body feels stressed out to the max. But here's something that most people don't realize. Our bodies actually have a built-in system to help deal with this stress. It's designed to bring us back to homeostasis, back to balance. It's called the Endocannabinoid System, or ECS for short. It helps you regulate stress, calm your nervous system, and bring your body back into balance. And this is where Magu comes in and how it actually works. It doesn't replace our healthy habits like working out, but instead it works alongside them. Magu feeds your body the micronutrients it needs to feed that ECS system and bring your body back to balance. And this can help us regulate our stress. And now we have a whole new system that helps regulate our stress for us. And when our body and our ECS gets the nutrients it needs, those healthy habits like working out, meditating, or journaling start to have an even bigger impact. And that's because we will recover faster from our workouts, just like recovering from stress. So now we have multiple outlets to help regulate our body that can work together to have an even bigger impact. So Magu doesn't just help manage your stress so that you don't explode or overflow. It helps bring you back to that steady level where you're comfortable and can grow. And over time, it helps you build resilience to things like stress or anxiety so that the next time life brings a storm, you're more prepared, you're stronger, and you have more outlets to help you manage with your stress. Just like opening these gates helps the water flow more freely, Magu supports your body and mind so you can flow more freely too. Life's always gonna have its rains, its storms, and its hardships. But with the right tools and support, you don't have to break when the water rises. Magu helps you relieve that stress, bring your body back to balance so you can feel that peace again. So now you're probably thinking, how do I take Magu? And that's the next thing that we will cover in this FAQ series.